Ever wonder why one can only nowadays be pro-vax or anti-vax? Why can't one identify as trans-vax or non-binary vax or amorpha-vax? Why does one have to be ultra-orthovax to the max? Can't you just be flexivax? Yikes, all this hyper-vax talk is so vexing, it's rather perplexing. It's time for everyone to just relax a vax. Time to cut others some slacks and stop giving them flacks just for having their own opinion about whether to vax. Enough of their hostile vax attacks by axe-wielding whacks, ranting like maniacs or angry Cossacks, or ferocious wolf packs, or aggressive quarterbacks. Stop calling us quacks just because we question your ad nauseum soundtracks that you've been fed by medical hacks who get juicy kickbacks from Big Pharma's greenbacks. Not interested in hearing your yakety-yak vac wise crack that lacks facts. Stop pummeling others with your nasty vax attacks that fume like billowing smokestacks. Stop treating a child who lacks vax like sacks of anthrax. Don't mean to sound lax, but all this smacks of frightening flashbacks to communist-era human rights attacks. Let's get down to brass tacks about vax. Here are the facts. You're free to choose between Cadillacs and Pontiacs, or whether to take trips on Amtraks, horsebacks, or kayaks. You're free to view an IMAX about humpbacks, or to watch the moon wane or wax. You could read the Lorax. Heck, you could read stacks of paperbacks. You can read about syntax or Notre Dame hunchbacks. You can choose between putting Tic Tacs or Cracker Jacks or any other snacks into your own backpacks. You can choose your own thoughts, words, and acts. You can also choose to vax, but guess what? That's your choice, and I'm free to have my choice. So let's rejoice, we both have a voice. So please feel free to vax, or to search for needles in haystacks, or to play with your knickknacks, but don't stick your needles into my kids' arms, legs, or backs. Speaking of needles, sure seems like you're sitting on tacks, all because I choose not to vax. But I'm not responsible for your vax-induced panic attacks. It's none of your beeswax whether I vax. It's shocking that our government brazenly enacts absurdly unlawful social contracts to enforce unjust universal vax, despite all the indisputable facts about how so many a patient negatively reacts with injury, death, or anaphylaxis, or fertility issues much worse than Tay-Sachs, or get sicker than lepers or hemophiliacs. They brazenly banned all healthier prophylaxis, making safe therapies impossible to access, all because they're funded by pharma super PACs. Is anyone hearing me? Clean out your earwax, because I've had enough. I'm fed up to the max over all these incessant, appalling attacks on our freedoms that this government ruthlessly hijacks in the name of enforcing unlawful vaccine agenda and policy that so woefully lacks any constitutional basis or scientific facts. People who hear me say, oh, he overreacts. But I assure you, my friends, we can't afford to relax. Our society, this policy so horrendously impacts. We tolerated enough. Time to take our rights back. So let's stop this unjust policy in its tracks. Say no to the COVID vax. Peace.